Post 9/11, America is such a country of scared sheep. It makes me sad. Everybody right now is running around like chickens with their heads cut off because some people got measles at Disneyland. Okay? It looks like this. That's what America looks like right now because 95 people got measles at Disneyland. By the way, 15 million people go to Disneyland every year, and 95 people got measles. So now, according to the propaganda, we should apparently jail parents who don't vaccinate their kids. We should sue them. Absolutely. Measles can kill and it's spreading. Sue parents who didn't vaccinate? Absolutely. Dan Dime. That guy looks like such a douche. And then this, where we should just ridicule and publicly shame parents.
And of course, in addition to that, they forcibly quarantine people related to the Disney case.
Yeah.
Who were unvaccinated.
So then we decided to post this article from Sayer G over at GreenMed Info because it's traced back to this scientific study where they've shown measles outbreak traced to fully vaccinated patient for the first time. So we just decided to post that, and people went into our article and said, "May your children die of a communicable disease. And until you can show a legitimate academic source, I'm with Matt." Meaning, these two people wish my children are dead simply because we posted an article on our website pointing out that measles outbreaks have been traced back to fully vaccinated people.
Based on a scientific study showing that vaccinated patients can transmit measles and do and have.
And this is what's up. I mean, there's this huge propaganda. Look at this if you look it up. Measles vaccines don't cause autism, but unvaccinated kids will kill you. Measles can kill and it's spreading. Vaccine exemption ban at Disneyland. Kill everyone. Wow to this. Do you know that if you go back to the days before we had measles vaccinations and you talk to some of the older folks, they'll tell you that measles is a childhood disease. The deaths are generally rare. They actually had parties where they would take their kids to each other's houses to purposefully infect them with measles. I guess they should all be jailed and sued. Oh my God. Because they wanted them to build up immunity and get over it. Most healthy kids, there's no risk. If your kids are healthy, there's just no risk. I mean, it even said, there was a doctor that even came out and he literally said, this measles outbreak does not pose a great risk to a healthy child. And quite frankly, I don't think it poses any risk to a healthy child. It's not meningitis, not the plague, not Ebola. They just get measles. It's almost always a benign childhood illness.
Because it's worse than chickenpox, but it's in the same general category. Very few people statistically died from it. Those who do already had compromised immune systems, and the ones you see dying of it overseas in the developing world live in squalor where there's not clean water, where there's not basic nutrition, where they get the essential vitamins, and where basically they've been unallowed to develop economically. Because they found that over the 19th and 20th centuries, the rise in wealth, the rise of the standard of living, caused a decline of disease, not the introduction of vaccines in the middle of the 20th century.
Do you want to know what measles looked like back in the days before we had big pharma pushing vaccines on everybody for freaking everything? Let's check that out.
Well, Doc, what's the big McGill here? What's with my boy? Measles. Measles?
Oh my God, we're all gonna die.
That's what it is.
Well, don't get excited. It's not serious.
Sure, though, it isn't serious.
Don't get excited. It's not serious.
Sure, though, it isn't serious. You gotta help us out. Me and my boy are in big trouble. Well, if your boy takes it easy, he'll be as good as new in a few days. He's only got measles. Only got measles? Doc, if he only had gangrene or typhoid fever, believe me, we could wring their hearts out. But measles ain't got no class. It's kid stuff. They'll laugh at us. Doc, look.
They'll laugh at them. People running around like chickens with their heads cut off, at just afraid every time the television tells them to be afraid of something with no real data to back that up that's based on anything in rational reality. It's insane.
And so in the 50s, the measles is a sitcom plot for like a light complication, and here's this character
a
wanting something
punchline.
more dramatic and serious. Today, though, with such sheep, measles is that dramatic and serious, and enough to apparently scare half of the whole population.
I mean, check this out. This right here is from the CDC's own website. It's their own morbidity and mortality weekly report, because, they're saying the measles is deadly. It will kill you all. Okay, let's come on down here and check this out for just a second. This chart right here, if I can get my mouse cursor to work. This chart right here is the number of deaths from selected nationally notifiable infectious diseases between the years of 2004 and 2010. Let's go see how many people died of measles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people died of measles in a 6-year period. 5 people die of measles in a 6-year period, and everyone's going to run around looking like this. This is America. This is the face of America right now. I mean, I understood it back when they were scaring people that Ebola-laced ISIS members were going to be roaming American streets, and people were freaking. Well, okay, that's pretty ridiculous, actually. I didn't get it when that was happening. I thought that was ridiculous that anyone would believe that. But people are more afraid of measles than they were of the government obvious mismanagement of Ebola, if that was ever even a thing, which I don't really believe that it ever really was. I think it was a cover-up for the CDC whistleblower. If you look at the data and when that was peaking, saying something is potentially lethal is just a scaremongering semantics game that the media, in concert with the government, what they play. It's a scaremongering semantics game. I mean, slipping in my bathroom floor is potentially lethal. Driving my car, drinking alcohol, climbing a ladder, eating a sandwich. Water. Rocks. Trees. All of these things in one way or another are potentially lethal. Anything is potentially lethal. So just saying something could kill you doesn't mean that it will. And this most likely will not. You have a very tiny chance. And dying is an astronomically low number. Like I said, 5 people died in a 6-year period in this country of measles, who were probably immune compromised and had other issues to begin with. 5. That's the number of fingers I have on one hand. But people are running around screaming that we need to take away everyone's rights and put people in jail. And it's just, have they turned up the signal on the They Live? What is going on?